Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to the 12th Fest of KAA, which is a theater festival organized by the student troupe by the name of ActofKAA. It is a student theater troupe formed by students, which means we are not professional. We are doing this for our love and passion for theater, also a little bit of attention. It's a diagnosis, it's not funny. It's an issue. Thank you for supporting us. No, but seriously, we are a non-profit theater, which means all the ticket money that you just paid goes to build all of this and to make all of this happen. So round of applause for all of you. Thank you for supporting us. Seriously, like, none of that money goes to us. We don't put it in our pockets. We don't go party with it afterwards. But we still go party afterwards, but just not with your money. But you can still use your money to buy yourself and us some drinks at the bar later, not during the play. The bar is going to be closed during the play. I mean, like, if you really want to, they will serve you beer, but like it's kind of rude to just like walk through the whole theater while the play is happening. You think we cannot hear you because there's a fourth wall that we are not breaking, but we can totally see you and it's very rude, so don't do it. Anyways, another organizational remark, please turn off your phones. It's a play from the 30s and it would really kill the vibe to hear your Nokia ringing. Another organizational remark, there will be one or maybe a quarter of a cigarette smoked at some point during this play. Do not take this as encouragement for you to smoke as well. This is a non-smoking venue, not during the play, not during the after party, nowhere. If you need to smoke, you have to go outside. Is it okay? Everybody thumbs up? Can I get a thumbs up? Very good, look at you. Okay, perfect. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before the play, we are going to have a short musical number by a band formed specially for this occasion. So please, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Band of KAA!
To make it the nature, I'll get you into penetration, the gender of a generation, the birth of every other nation, worth your weight, the gold of meditation. This chapter's gonna be a close one. Smoke quits, I know you're gonna blow one. All on a space, you're persevering. Use my hands for everything but steering. Can't stop about you. 10 more reasons why I need somebody new, just like you. Far more shocking than anything I ever knew. Right on cue. Distant cousin to the reservation. Define the pistol that you pay for. This blind the feeling that you stay for. In time I want to be your best friend. Eastside love is living on the west end. Knock out, but boy you better come to. Don't die, you know the truth is I'm due. Go write your message on the pavement. Burn so bright I want to walk away, man. Kickstart the golden generator. Sweet talk but don't intimidate her. Can't stop the gods from engineering. Feel no need for any interfering. Your image in the dictionary. This life is more than ordinary. Can I get to meet people? 3 of these coming from the space to teach you the Pleiades. Can't stop the spirits when they need you. This life is more than just a read through. Thank you.
This comes as a surprise. That's kind of the point. We're going to play a few songs, and we'd like to dedicate them to one person, our head of department, Miss Maria Hutova, who's over there sitting somewhere in the dark. I can't see her. We'll see what's going to happen next. Like a bird on the wire, like a drunk in a midnight choir, I have tried in my way to be free. Like a word on a hook, like a knife from some old-fashioned book. I've saved all my ribbon for thee. If I have been unkind, I hope you know you can just let it go by. If I
must not ask for so much. And a pretty woman leaning in her darkened door, she said to me, why not ask for more? Oh, like a bird on a wire, like a drum in the midnight choir, I have tried in my own way to be free. Teaching hours. I never wanted to do more final tests. I could never write things on the blackboard. Only want to see this lesson coming to an end. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. I only want to see you underneath the purple rain. And now we all know, we know the times are changing. It's time we'll reach out for something new, and that means you too. You say you want a leader, but you can't seem to make your mind. I only want to see you singing in the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. I only want to see you singing in the purple rain. Is it getting better? Whoa, whoa.
Thank you. I would like to ask Mary, can you come down here please on the stage? We would like to give you something in a second. A big applause for our head of department, please. Thank you. Monica, you should be here to cover for the awkward silence.
Hello. I'm sorry the cord is too short to cover my awesomeness. What follows now is a play called Present Laughter by Noel Coward. I should have checked it before I said it in front of 500 people. Never mind, hello. It's a light comedy written in 1939, which just barely keeps it in the 30s, which is why we went full 30s. Well, this is not full 30s, this is pure devotion and safety pins, what you're looking at right now. Doesn't it look good? Applause for the stage, please. Pierced my skin on multiple occasions. And now, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for... What are you doing? How dare you take away my spotlight? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the head of the department.
Thank you very much to everybody. I just would like to say that we are very proud to have ActofKAA as now, I may say, an inseparable part of our department. And I'd like to thank you everybody who started the whole activity, to those who founded the theatre or the group, and also to those who continue the tradition. So good luck to all of you. Thank you very much.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, you have the honor and amazing experience of watching the buttocks of our favoriteest members clean up the stage. Please make it as sensual as possible. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at it, look at it. Oh, there's music! Woohoo! Could you do it more rhythmically? I know I would be more of a help if I actually helped them, but... Nah. Okay, who wants to hear a joke? Okay. Why is the sea blue? Because the fishies go blub, 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 blub. Hilarious. Oh my god, I'm here every night, ladies and gentlemen. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Seriously, Instagram/Spartans on the road. Facebook/Monica Ben. So many shows, so overbooked. Also strong swoon. Did you hear that thunk? That was a very loud thunk, which means it's very heavy. Muscles. I think there should be more people involved in the cleaning up of the stage. Anyways, this cord is still not long enough. Ooh. Everybody. I'm going to move the furniture, so useful. Oh my god, watch me, watch me.
'Cause if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
Who else is having fun? Woo! Okay, here's a little lady 30s twerk for you. Okay, I think we are more or less ready now. So remember, what I said before still counts. No smoking inside of the building. Not here, not on the bar, not on the second floor, not up there, just outside, okay? If you need to smoke or take a little break, there's going to be a break. A 15-minute break at some point. Just be patient, I'll come tell you. Okay? Okay. Okay. Could somebody do something with the music, or is the music supposed to be on? The director knows. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Present Laughter, performed by ActofKAA.
Hello? Hello? Cynthia, darling, it's Daphne. Listen, are you alone? I'm you know where. Yes, I do. No. He isn't awake yet, no. There's nobody about at all, actually. Oh, no. I slept in the restaurant. Well, I just woke up. I'm not dressed or anything. Okay. Well, I can't go on about it now. Someone might come in. Listen, if anybody rings up from home, will you please say that I stayed with you last night? Darling, you promised. Oh, well, in that case, just say I'm in the bath or something. Oh. In about an hour, I should think. But I get dressed. Okay. Well, I can't wait to tell you all about it. Bye.
Good morning.
Good morning. Do you know when Mr. Essendine is going to be called?
He will ring.
Oh, and what time does he usually ring?
It depends what time he went to bed.
Oh, I'm afraid we were rather late last night. You see, we were at a party and Mr. Essendine kindly offered to drive me home. And so, when we got there, I discovered that I idiotically forgot my latchkey. And I knew I shouldn't be able to wake any of the servants up because they live at the top of the house. And so, Mr. Essendine kindly said that I could stay here. And so I did.
If you were very late, he might sleep until the afternoon.
Oh dear, couldn't you call him?
Unfortunately, no. We may never call him.
Oh, well, do you think I could get some coffee or orange juice or something?
I will see. Good morning, miss.
Good morning. Do you know when Mr. Essendine is going to wake up?
Might be any time. He did not leave no note.
Couldn't you call him? It's nearly 11 o'clock.
The whole place goes up in smoke if you wake him by accident, let alone talking.
Well, do you reckon I could have some breakfast?
What would you fancy?
Coffee some orange juice. Хорошо.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
I'm Mr. Essendine's assistant. Is there anything I could do for you?
Oh, well, I'm afraid it's rather awkward. You see, we were at a party last night, and Mr. Essendine drove me home afterwards, and I discovered that I'd idiotically forgotten my latchkey. And so Mr. Essendine kindly said that I could stay here. In the guest room, of course.
Well, I hope you were warm enough.
Oh, yes, quite. Thank you.
It's liable to get a bit cold in the guest room.
I kept the heater on.
Oh, very sensible of you.
And now, I was wondering if anybody could tell Mr. Essendine that I'm, well, here.
Well, I expect he'll remember after he wakes up.
And do you have any idea when that'll be?
I'm afraid not. If he didn't leave any special time to be called, he might sleep on indefinitely.
Well, I wouldn't want to leave without saying goodbye and thanking him.
Well, if I were you, I should have some breakfast and get dressed. And if he isn't awake by then, you can leave a message for him. Have you asked for any breakfast?
Yes, I think the Russian's bringing it.
Very well. Have you known Mr. Essendine long?
Well, no, not exactly. I mean, of course, I've known him for ages. I think he's a wonderful actor. But we actually only met last night.
I see.
And, well, I think he's even more charming off the stage than on, don't you?
I can never quite make up my mind.
Have you been with him a long while?
Just some 17 years.
Oh, how wonderful! You must know him better than anybody.
Better than most, yes. Less intimately than some.
Well, do you think he's happy? I mean, really happy?
I don't believe I ever asked him.
He does have a sad look in his eye every now and then, doesn't he?
Oh, you noticed that, didn't you?
Yes. We talked for hours last night, and he told me all about his early struggles.
And did he, by any chance, mention that life was passing him by?
I think he did say something like that, yes.
Oh dear.
Why?
I only wondered.
Well, you've no idea how I envy you working for him, but then I expect everybody does. It must be absolute heaven.
Well, it's certainly not uneventful.
I hope you don't think it's awful me staying here for the night. I mean, it does look rather bad, doesn't it?
Well, really, Miss
Stillington. Daphne Stillington.
Miss Stillington. It's hardly my business, is it?
No, I suppose not, but I wouldn't like you to think that I'm...
17 years is a long time, Miss Stillington. I gave up that sort of thinking in the spring of 1922.
We will have it here, my father, in the bathroom.
Here, please.
Oh, I think it would be really better for you to have it in the guest room. The studio becomes rather active around about 11, and you know, people come and go, and the telephone never stops ringing.
Oh, very well.
I'll let you know the minute he wakes up.
Thank you ever so very much.
Here we go again. Is there any soap in that guest room?
Yes, but the tap is bit foggy. You'll have to go and turn it till Kingdom come.
And did you tell her?
She will find out for herself.
Were you here last night?
No, she's new to me.
If he isn't awake by 12, we better wake him.
You know what happened last time.
It can't be helped, he has to lunch out anyhow.
Well, if it goes to shit, don't blame me.
Oh, I suppose it's of no one's interest that I've been awakened from a deep, deep sleep. around screaming like banshees. What is going on?
I've been talking to Miss Stillington.
Who the hell is Miss Stillington?
She is in the guest room.
I didn't ask where she was. I asked who she was.
Well, we can look her up in the telephone book if you like.
She forgot her latchkey, if you know what I mean.
Go away, Olga, and bring me some coffee, will you?
Хорошо.
And don't say хорошо.
All right.
You met her at a party last night and brought her home here and told her all about your early struggles, and then she stayed the night.
Oh, she's a darling. I remember now. I'm mad about her. What did you say her name was again?
Stillington, Daphne Stillington.
I knew it was Daphne, but I hadn't the slightest idea it was Stillington. How did she look to you?
Rested?
Poor sweet. I hope you were nice to her, Thomas. Has anybody given her anything to eat?
Well, Olga took her some coffee and orange juice.
What is she doing now?
I don't know, drinking it, I suppose.
This is rather awkward, isn't it? What are we to do?
She wants to say goodbye to you and to thank you.
Whatever for.
That's, Gary dear, I'm in no position to say.
Why didn't you tell her to dress quietly like a mouse and go home? You know perfectly well it's agony here in the morning with everybody banging about.
Well, you should have thought of that before you asked her to stay the night.
She had to stay the night. She had lost her key.
They always do. I always say the sooner we turn the guest room into a library, the better.
Poor sweet. She must be crying her heart out.
Then why don't you go and see?
All right. Good God! I look 89!
More like 98 in my honest opinion.
In 2 years from now, I shall be grey as a wizard, and then you'll be sorry.
Oh, on the contrary, I shall be delighted. There will be fewer eager, naive girls ready to lose their latchkeys for you when you get fat and old and life will be a great deal simpler.
Fat? Oh, I shall never get fat, Thomas. Never. I intend to grow old with distinction.
Well, I'm sure that will be a great relief to all of us. Now, do go and make a nice goodbye scene. There's a dear in there. Get rid of her as quickly as possible. We've got to go through the morning mail. Morris might come up any minute. You have given an appointment to Mr. Roland Wall. We can't have her littering up the place and getting into everybody's way.
But I haven't done my exercises yet.
You can do those after she's gone.
Gary! I
Darling.
thought I heard your voice.
I'll be in the office if you want me.
Thank you, Thomas.
Oh, you won't forget, won't you, that at 11:45 Mr. Rodriguez is coming to discuss the special broadcast on the 17th?
No, Thomas.
Very well. Oh, and at 12 sharp, Morris is coming to discuss what understudies you're going to take to Africa.
No, Thomas.
All right. Oh, and at 12:30, you've given an appointment to Mr. Roland Moore.
Oh, I shall remember.
I'm so glad. Goodbye, Miss Stillington. It was really nice knowing you. I do hope we shall meet again.
Goodbye! Oh, Gary, I'm dying. Oh, I'm so ridiculously happy.
I'm so glad, darling.
Are you?
Happy?
Yes.
There's something awfully sad about happiness, isn't there?
Well, what a funny thing to say.
It wasn't meant to be funny.
Well, don't you trust me?
Trust you? Of course I trust you. Why on earth shouldn't I?
I've been in love with you for such a long while.
Don't say that.
Why? What's the matter?
Don't love me too much, darling. Promise me you won't. You'll only be unhappy. No good can come of loving someone like me. I'm not worthy of it, really. I'm not.
Oh, but you're more than anybody in the whole world.
Foolish child.
I'm not a child. I'm 24.
24. If only I were younger. If only you were older.
But what does age matter when people love each other?
I wonder how tragically often that has been said.
It's true.
Look at me. Look at me clearly, kindly and honestly. Look at the lines on my face. My grey hair. Look at my eyes.
Well, you're not so very old.
I didn't say I was old. I merely just said, look at me. As a matter of fact, I'm only just 40.
Well, what's 40?
Too old for 24.
You mean you don't love me?
I mean no such thing.
Well, do you love me? Say it. Do you?
Of course.
Say it.
I love you.
Daphne.
Daphne.
Oh, darling.
But this is a goodbye.
Goodbye.
It must be. It's inevitable. Not for your sake, my dear. Yes, for your sake, my dear. Last night, suddenly, a spark was struck. The flames burned brightly. That was happiness. Tremendous. Wonderful.
But you're different this morning. You don't love me, and you don't mean any of the things you said last night.
You never understands. That's what's so terrible about you. It never understands.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Look at me, my dearest. You're not in love with me, the real me. You're in love with an illusion. The illusion that I gave you when you saw me on the stage. Last night, I ran a terrible risk. I ran the risk of breaking that dear young illusion forever. But I didn't. Thank God I didn't. It's still there. I can see it in your eyes. But never again. Never again. It's all I can dare to hope for now. Moments like last night. That's why I'm so lonely sometimes. So desperately lonely.
But, Gary, I don't
Go on.
understand.
We meet not as we part. We feel more than all may see. My bosom is heavy-hearted and time full of doubt for me. One moment has bound the free.
But, Gary,
Let me quiet for a minute, darling. Moment has gone forever. Like lightning, the flesh that died. Like a snowflake upon the river. Like a sunbeam upon the tide. Which the dark shadows hide. Now that was Shelley. Don't you think it was beautiful?
Yes, but
But there was nothing Shelley didn't know about life. Not a thing. Oh, the sadness. Oh, the joy. Oh, the unbearable pain.
I don't see why love should be so miserable.
Just because you're young, my sweet. Young and eager and greedy for life.
But you said last night that I was the one you've been searching for always, and now that you found me, you've never let me go.
That is perfectly true. I shall never let you go. You'll be here in my heart forever.
Gary!
Don't cry. You can't bear it.
How can you say that I'm only in love with an illusion, not the real you at all?
Because it's true.
No, it isn't. You weren't on the stage last night. You weren't acting.
I'm always acting. Watching myself go by. That's what's so terrible. I can see myself all the time. Eating, drinking, loving, suffering. And sometimes I think I'm going mad.
I could help you if only you'd let me.
If only you could. But it's too late now.
Oh, it isn't. Let me prove it to you.
Look at me. It's not that I don't love you. I do. I knew it the first moment I took you in my arms last night. My life is not my own. I am not free like other men to take happiness when it comes to me. I belong to the public and to my work. In 2 weeks' time, I am going away to Africa. Do you understand what it means? The work, the lettering, the nerve strain. That is my job. The one thing to which I must be faithful. But when I come back, if I come back, I shall look at you again, and I shall know in the first glance whether you have waited for me or not. Now, come here. Kiss me once. Just once. Then go.
Oh, Gary, oh, darling.
Au revoir, my sweet. Not goodbye, but au revoir. There is no peace anywhere. Oh.
I switched it in here because we got to go through the morning mail and I can't keep popping in and out of the office all the time. Hello? Mr. Essendine's assistant speaking. No, I'm afraid he's not available at the moment. Is there anything I could do for you? No, he's very busy just now. I think perhaps it would be better if you... No, I think that's quite impossible. Very well. Not at all. Goodbye.
Who was that?
A Mr. Bramble.
Never heard of him.
He said you promised to look at his invention.
What sort of invention?
I haven't the faintest idea, but I could get a crystal ball from Miss Erickson if you like. Ah, here she is.
Should I go and speak to the young lady as always?
I'll just see that she has everything she needs, Miss Erickson, and put on a bath for her.
Unfortunately, that I cannot do. The tub makes no water.
Do the best you can.
I will try.
There's nothing much this morning. I'll go through them very quickly.
This coffee tastes like fish!
It always does.
You know, I wish I had a French chef instead of a Scandinavian spiritualist.
You could never get rid of good old Miss Erickson. She worships you.
Everybody worships me. It's exhausting.
All hell breaks loose if they don't.
What's that pink letter?
Oh, that's from Sylvia Laree. She says she must see you before you go to Africa.
Well, she can't.
And this one is from Lady Worrell. Dinner on Friday or lunch on Tuesday?
Neither.
And here's a postcard I can't make a head or tail of.
Ooh, it's from Brazil.
I know, it says so on the stem.
I've done what you asked, and it's nearly finished. I can't read the signature. Looks like Pickett.
Can you remember anyone called Pickett that you sent to Brazil to finish something?
Let's have it now. People should write legibly or not at all.
Not at all would be lovely.
You know, I'm thankful I'm going to Africa. Which reminds me, I telephoned with Liz and she's coming back tonight.
Oh, how lovely. Oh, is Miss Sillington early dressed, Miss Erickson?
Yes, but she's crying. That makes her slow.
You'd better go upstairs, Gary.
Where's Olga?
Oh, tell Olga, Miss Erickson, that Mr. Essendine wants his bath ready.
I will tell her.
rest of the letters while I'm in the bath.
Hello? Henry? Yes, he's in, but he's just gone to have his bath. Tonight? We thought you weren't going away until the end of the week. Yes? Yes, I'll tell him. Bye. That might be.
Thomas, dear.
Yes.
Good morning.
We thought you weren't coming back until tonight.
Oh, I come over on the ferry loaded with gifts like Father Christmas. Here's one for you.
Oh, thank you.
It's a bottle of scent and very expensive.
Oh, Liz, you're such a darling.
What's God up to?
In the bath.
Oh, I bought him a dressing gown.
Oh, thoughtful of you. He's only got 18.
Don't be acid, Thomas. You know how much you love speaking about in something new. It's nice and thin and highly suitable for Africa.
Well, I guess you're right.
Is Mrs. Erickson looks more peculiar than ever this morning? Is her spiritualism getting worse?
Well, she got in touch with a dead friend of hers at a seance on last Sunday night. And the only thing that the poor dead lad said was, no, 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 and Christmas Eve.
Well, I hope she won't get any weirder and do something awful.
I don't think so. Hers is quite a tranquil madness. Oh, that bloody thing never stops ringing. Hello? Morris? Yes, he's in, but he's just gone to have his bath. But Liz is here if you want to talk to her. Here, Liz, it's Morris.
Thank you, darling.
Here you go.
Good morning, darling. Yes, I sort of played twice. We shall have to alter the end for England, but I talked to Valley and it didn't seem to mind what happened as long as Gary played it. Yes, I told him our idea about Janet playing Eloise, and he said that even though he knew she was a formidable actress, he'd rather have someone who looked less like a guinea pig. All right. Goodbye.
This looks wonderful, Liz. I shall not open it until I get home.
Oh, good morning, Miss.
Oh, good morning, Olga. How's everything?
It's a flash up as usual.
Do you think I could have a cup of coffee? I feel a sinking.
Oh, sure.
It's very resolute of Olga to keep on calling me Miss, isn't it?
Well, I think she has a sort of idea that when you gave up being Gary's wife, you automatically reverted to maidenhood.
That's a very pretty thought.
Indeed.
Oh,
Miss Stillington, I'm so awfully sorry about the bath.
it didn't matter a bit.
This is Mrs. Essendine, Miss Stillington.
How do you do?
Mrs. Essentine. Do you mean... Are you Gary's wife?
Yes.
Oh! I thought he was divorced.
We never quite got round to it.
I see.
But please don't look agitated. I up to left him years ago.
Miss Stillington lost her latchkey last night, and so she had to stay in the guest room.
Oh, you poor dear. You must be absolutely petrified.
Do you think I could get a taxi?
I'll ring up for one.
No, don't do that. My car's downstairs. Can take you anywhere you want to go.
Oh, it's most awfully kind of you.
Oh, not at all. The chauffeur's bold and his name is Statham. You can't miss him.
Thank you. Are you sure it's not inconvenient?
Not in the least. Just, tell him to come straight back after he's dropped you.
Of course. Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. I do hope you haven't got cold.
I don't think so.
I'll see you out.
Oh, please don't trouble yourself.
Oh, it's no trouble at all.
Would you like anything with business?
No, Olga, just a coffee, thank you.
I'll tell His Majesty that your papers are all fixable.
Thank you, Olga. Has that been going on long, or is it new?
Quite new. I found it wandering around in Gary's pajamas.
Oh dear. How awful of her to be faced with me like that. You ought to have pretended I was someone else.
That serves her right. She should be ashamed of herself.
She seemed to be what is known as a lake, which is most odd, isn't it?
I don't mind. If only they'd leave Gary alone. It makes the morning so comfortable.
He's not nearly as flamboyant as he pretends to be. He's just incapable of saying no or goodbye.
He says goodbye often enough, but he always manages to give the impression that he doesn't really mean it, and that's what causes all the trouble.
I'll have a go at him. After all, he's turned 40 now. It is time relaxed.
If you think a big scene is necessary, we could get Morris and Henry too and have a serious talk the night before he sails. And generally more effective if we do it all together.
Morris is awfully hysterical these days, and Henry is not nearly as reliable since he married Joanna.
Do you like her, Joanna?
She's a lovely creature. Tricky. Yes, I think I like her all right.
I don't.
You never would, darling. She's not your cup of tea at all.
Who isn't?
Joanna?
Oh, she's not that bad. A bit predatory, perhaps, but as far as I'm concerned, everybody's a bit predatory in one way or another. Good morning, darling. How are you? Mwah. Where's my present?
On the armchair.
It's not another glass horse, is it?
No, it's a dressing gown for Africa.
Oh, wonderful! Just what I wanted. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, thank you, darling. I'm mad about it. Oh, really is the perfect taste. The best sort of colonial propaganda.
Henry rang up. He's coming in to see you before he goes to Brussels.
All right.
And so is Morris, I think.
Go away then, Thomas. I must talk to Henry alone.
Well, you'd better hurry. Mr. Moore might come up any minute.
Who's he?
You know perfectly well. He's the young man who wrote that mad play, Heart and Birds, and caught you on the telephone, and you were so busy being attractive and unspoiled by your great success that you promised him an appointment.
I can't see him now. You want to protect me from things like that.
He's coming all the way from Uckfield, and you must see him. And it serves you right for snatching the telephone when I wasn't looking.
I noticed a great change in you lately, Thomas. I don't know whether because you stopped cramming yourself with potatoes or what it is, but you're getting nastier with every day that passes. Go away.
All right.
Who gave you that?
Liz?
Most unsuitable.
I'll be in the office if you want me.
Of course you'll be in the office, spinning awful plots and intrigues against me.
I will if I can think of any. Oh, and Liz, do try and persuade him to have some electric treatment on his hair. It's getting terribly thin.
Switch your telephone off!
All right!
You believe him? So, tell me all about everything.
I saw the play.
Good.
Yes, very. We shall have to change it a bit. But Valiant's quite willing to let us do what we like. But I don't want to go on about it now until I've mulled it over a little more. Saying more is after lunch.
Oh, I told him I can't open until November. I need a little holiday after Africa, so there's a lot of time.
Okay. Now, I want to talk to you about something else.
Well, I don't like that tone at all. What's on your mind?
You and your general behavior.
Really, Liz? What have I done now?
Don't you think it's time you started to relax?
I don't know what you mean.
Who was that poor little thing I saw here this morning in an evening dress?
She had lost her key.
Oh, they often do.
Now listen, Liz.
No, you listen. You're over 40, you know.
Only just.
And in my humble opinion, all this casual fooling around is rather undignified.
You have a genius for putting things unpleasant.
Now, don't misunderstand me. I'm not taking a moral view. I gave that up hopeless years ago. I'm merely basing matters of judgment on reason, dignity, position, and let's face it, age.
Perhaps you would like me to live in a celibate.
It would certainly have its compensations.
It's all very fine for you, Liz, to come roaring back from Paris, where you've been up to God knows what, and bully me.
I'm not bullying you.
Well, yes, you are. Who went away and left me a prey to everybody?
I did, thank God. Well, would you have liked me to have stayed?
Certainly not.
Well, stop shilly-shallying about then and pay attention.
This today is the most irritating morning of my life.
Can remember better ones myself.
Where were we?
Be good, there's a darling, I mean it.
Mean what?
Exactly this. You have reached a moment in life when a little restraint will be becoming. You're no longer an irresponsible juvenile. You're an eminent man advancing, with every sign of reluctance, into middle age.
May God forgive you.
Well, never mind about that. We all know about your irresistible fascination. We've watched you going on and on and on for 20 years. Your behavior naturally affects all of us. Maurice, Henry, Thomas, and me. You're responsible for us and we're responsible for you. You never lose an opportunity of lecturing us and wagging your finger in our faces when you happen to do something you don't approve of.
Am I right or am I not?
Oh, you're fine with dealing with other people's problems. But when it comes to your own, you're not so eager.
Such ingratitude.
I think the time has come for you to look very carefully at yourself and see how much you really need all these affairs. I personally don't believe it's nearly as necessary to you as you think it is. Think what fun it would be to be unattractive for a while. It would be a wonderful change.
Oh, dear Liz, you really are very sweet.
Might as well have been talking Chinese.
Don't be cross. I do see what you mean.
Oh, that's rather sudden, isn't it? After your belligerence of a few moments ago?
Surely I may be allowed a little change of mood.
You're acting again.
You said some very cruel things to me. I'm upset.
If only were.
Seriously though, don't you think you're a bit too hard on me? I admit I can be a bit reckless every now and then, but I don't do much harm to anybody.
You do harm to yourself, and to the few, the very few, who still care about you.
And I suppose you run this over with Thomas and Henry and Morris?
I haven't yet, but I will, unless I see some signs of it.
Blackmail, eh? The thing that astonishes me in life is people's arrogance. It's fantastic! Look at you all! Gossiping in corners, whispering behind your fans, telling me what to do and what not to do. But what happens if I relax my loving hold on any of you for a minute? Disaster! I happen to go to New York for 3-month season. Henry immediately gets pneumonia, goes to spa to recover, meets Joanna and marries her. I go on a brief holiday to Saint-Tropez for a month, and when I come back, what do I find? You and Morris between you have bought the dullest Hungarian play ever written and put it in rehearsal with Phoebe Lucas in the leading part. Phoebe Lucas playing glamorous courtesan with about as much sex appeal as a whale. How long did it run? A week?
It's an order so it's beside the point.
Certainly not. 20 years ago, Henry put all of his money into The Last Cavalier. And who played it for 18 months to a capacity with extra performances? I did. And who started his whole career as a producer in that play? Morris.
I wish you'd stop asking questions and answering them yourself. It's making me giddy.
Where would Davy be without me? Where would Thomas be if I hadn't snatched him away from the sinister old aunt of his and given him a job?
With the sinister old aunt.
And you, one of the most depressing, melancholy actresses on the English stage, where would you be if I hadn't forced you to give up acting and start writing?
Queen's Theatre.
I even had to marry you to do it.
Yes, and a fine gesture that turned out to be.
I was in love with you longer than anyone else. You can't complain.
I'll never complain. I believe in going through every experience in life, however shattering.
You adored me. You know you did.
Oh, I still do, darling. You're so chivalrous, rubbing it in how dependent we all are on you for every breath we take.
I didn't say that.
You're just as dependent on us as we are on you. We stop you from being extravagant and buying houses every 5 minutes. We stop you in a nick of time from playing Peer Gynt.
I still maintain I should have been magnificent as Peer Gynt.
Above all, we stop you from overacting.
And now you have gone too far. I think I can go with somewhere.
Oh, and just come back.
Thomas! Thomas! Come here at once!
What on earth is the matter?
Have you, or have you not, ever seen me overact?
Frequently.
It's a conspiracy! I knew it!
As a matter of fact, you're overacting now.
Very well. I give it. Everybody's against me. It doesn't matter how much I'm wounded and insulted. It doesn't matter that my humble belief in myself should be suddenly undermined.
Your belief in yourself is just as humble as Napoleon's.
He's like a sailor and alone on a beastly little island in the middle of a sea.
Yes, islands do have that in common.
You're trying to be funny now because you're ashamed. You're ashamed because you know perfectly well that you hurt me unbearably. I doubt if any of you would get a fit if I were inside fire tomorrow. You'd probably be delighted. I expect that's why I'm being forced to go to Africa.
Oh, you're longing to go and you know it. But oh, darling, please be careful when you're there. And for heaven's sake, don't go having affairs with everybody, showing up and letting down the whole thing.
Oh, I shall live like a monk. I shall spend all of my days in a sad, depressing little hotel all by myself, and I shan't speak to a living soul. And if I die of melancholia, well, perhaps then you'll be satisfied.
Now then, let's talk about Morris. I want you to concentrate for a minute.
What about Morris? What's wrong?
I'm not quite sure that anything is really, but I've heard things.
What kind of things?
I think you'll have to do a little bit of your famous finger wagging. It's Joanna.
Joanna?
Yes, well, apparently Morris is in love with her. I don't know how far it's gone or any details, but I do know that if there is any truth, there is something ought to be done, and at once.
Morris and Joanna? He must be mad. Does Henry suspect anything?
I don't think he does, but then again, he never would he, until it was shoved under his nose.
He ought never to have married her. I always told him it was a grave mistake. You can't introduce stereotype siren-studded diamonds into a closely group like ours without asking for trouble.
She's not as stereotypes as all that. She's quite dangerous.
Oh, I always admire from her. Morris! He couldn't be such a fool, could he?
He's been looking a bit mournful for some time. I've had a feeling something was wrong.
What are we to do?
Well, it's better first of all find out from Morris if it's true or not. Then read the riot act and get him away. Take him to Africa with you.
That's a beastly young man from Uckfield, and here I am trembling like a leaf. I can't face him, I can't.
Oh, you've got to if you promised.
My whole existence is one long torment, and no one even remotely cares.
It might not be the young man at all. It might be Morris.
To hell with Morris! To hell with everybody!
Oh, don't be idiotic. You know just as well as I do that if there is any truth in this Joanna business, it'll land us all in the most dreadful complications and probably wreck everything. You've got to find out, and if you don't, I shall. I'm seeing him at 2:30.
He would never tell you a thing.
Telephone me when he's gone. I shall be until 1:15.
He won't go. I'm lounging with him. I can't give you a detailed report of his love life over the telephone with him in the room.
Dial my number by mistake and just say, I am so sorry, it's the wrong number. Then I shall know.
What will you know?
Well, that everything's all right. But if you say, I'm so terribly sorry it is the wrong number, well, then I'll know that everything's all wrong and I'll be here in a flash to back you up.
Intrigue. My whole life is full of intrigue.
Have you got that clear? Will you promise to do it?
All right. I'll tell you another fascinating fact about my life. No! Under any circumstances, ever answers the door under half an hour. Well,
to snap at me.
Mr. Moore.
How do you do?
How do you do?
This is my wife, Mr. Moore. She just popped in for a minute and is about to pop out again.
I know you have an appointment, Mr. Gary. I wouldn't interrupt it for the world, so I'll say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Have you got that clear?
So, if I say, I'm so sorry, it's the wrong number, then everything's alright. But if I say, I'm so terribly sorry, it's the wrong number, everything's wrong.
Okay, goodbye.
Do sit down, won't you?
Thank you.
Cigarette?
No, thank you.
Don't you smoke?
No.
Drink?
No, thank you.
How old are you?
25. Why?
It doesn't really matter. I only just wonder.
How old are you?
40 in December.
Yes, of course. I know that.
So, you've come all the way from Ackfield.
It isn't that far.
Well, it sort of sounds far, doesn't it?
It's quite near loose.
Then there is nothing to worry about, is there?
It's a sweet little thing, but it looks far from well.
What did you want?
Her sister?
Well, we haven't got her here. Do we?
No. It was all a mistake. She lives 2 doors down in the Mews.
This is my assistant, Mr. Reed. And Mr. Moore.
How do you do?
How do you do? I have your script into the office if you'd like to take it away with you.
Thank you very much.
I'll put it in an envelope.
I believe you want to talk about your play.
I hate it.
Well, to be frank, I thought it was a bit uneven.
I thought you would say that.
I'm glad I'm running through the form.
I mean, it really isn't the sort of thing you would like, is it?
Why did you send it to me then?
I just took a chance. I mean, I know we play only rather trashy stuff. So I just thought you might like to shove in something deeper.
What is there in your play, Mr. Moore, that you consider so deep? Apart from the plot, which is completely submerged after the first 4 pages.
Well, plots aren't important. It's ideas that matter. Look at Chekhov!
Oh, I think, apart from ideas, we might concede Chekhov a certain flimsy sense of psychology, don't you?
I mean, my place is psychologically accurate.
Well, it isn't very good, you know.
Well, I think it's very good indeed.
I understand it perfectly, but you see, my opinion, based on a lifelong experience of the theater, might be the right one.
The commercial theatre.
Ah, damn it.
I suppose I don't say that even Shakespeare wrote for the commercial theatre, and that the only point of doing anything with the drama at all is to make money with it. And all those arguments. But what you don't realize is that a theatre of the future is a theatre of ideas.
That may be, but at the moment, I am occupied with the theater of the present.
And what do you do with it? Every play you appear in is exactly the same. Superficial, frivolous, and without the slightest intellectual significance.
personality, a great following, and all you do is prostitute yourself every night of your life. All you do with your talent is to wear dressing gowns and make witty remarks, when really you might be helping people, making them think, making them feel.
There is no doubt I am in the most discouraging moment.
If you want to go down to history as someone important, live in people's memories, you better do something about it quickly. There isn't a moment to be lost.
If I don't give a hoot about history, why should I worry what people think of me when I'm dead as a doornail anyway? My worst defect is that I am prone to worry too much what people think of me when I'm alive. But I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm changing my methods, and you're my first experiment. To begin with, your play is not a play at all. It's a meaningless jumble of adolescent, pseudo-intellectual poppycock. It bears no relation to the theater, or to life, or to anything. You yourself wouldn't be here if I hadn't been bloody fool enough to pick up the telephone when my assistant wasn't looking. Now that you are here, however, I am going to make you see one thing clearly, and it's this. If you wish to be a playwright, you go and get yourself a job. Learn from the ground up how plays are constructed, and what is actable and what isn't. Then sit down and write at least 20 plays, one after another. And if you can manage to get the 21st produced for a Sunday night performance, you'll be damn lucky.
I had no idea you were like this. You're wonderful!
My God!
I'm awfully sorry if you think I was impertinent, but I'm awfully glad to, because if I hadn't been, then you wouldn't have gotten angry, and if you hadn't gotten angry, then I wouldn't have known what you really like.
You don't even at least know what I really like.
Yes, I do now.
I don't see that it matters anyway.
It matters to me.
Why?
You don't know what to know.
What on earth are you talking about?
It's rather difficult to explain, really.
What is difficult to explain?
What I feel about you!
But...
No. Let me speak. You see, in a way, I've been rather unhappy about you for quite a long time. You've been a sort of obsession with me. I saw you in the last play 47 times. 1 week I came every night in the pit because I was up in town trying to pass an exam.
Did you pass it?
No, I didn't.
I'm not surprised.
My father wants me to be a lawyer. That's what the exam was for. But actually, I wasn't quite at peace with myself. So I studied psychology, and gradually, bit by bit, I began to realize that you signified something to me.
What sort of something?
I don't quite know. Not yet.
Then not yet is one of the most sinister remarks I've ever heard.
Then I come and see you again.
I'm afraid I'm going to Africa.
Would you see me if I came to Africa too?
I think you'd be happier in Alfie.
I expect you to think I'm mad. But I assure you I'm not mad at all. I only happen to mind about certain things very deeply.
I am glad, but I'm afraid I will have to turn you out. You see, I'm expecting my manager and business to discuss.
It's all right, I'm leaving immediately.
Shall I get you your script?
Oh, no. Tear it up. You were quite right about it. It was only written with part of myself. I can see that now. Goodbye.
If ever that young man rings up again, get rid of him at all costs. He's mad as a hatter.
Why? What did he do?
He insulted me.
Oh, poor dear, you look quite insulted. Have another glass of sherry.
Those are the first kind words I've heard all morning.
I think I'll have a sip too.
There's a strange young man sitting on the stairs.
What's he doing?
Crying. What have you done to him, Gary?
I haven't done anything. I only told him what I thought of his play.
Well, I'm glad you haven't lost your touch.
Sherry, Morris?
Oh, thank you, Thomas.
Here you go. Henry?
Is it the same sherry you always have?
Yes.
No, thank you.
What's wrong with it?
Well, it isn't terribly great, is it?
Well, Henry's quite right about the sherry. It's disgusting.
If anyone complains about anything else at all, I shall go mad. This studio's been like a wailing wall all morning.
By the way, Liz is back.
How nice of you to let me know, Morris. Yeah, I really must try to get in touch with her.
What has happened to the old boy, Thomas? He seems remarkably crotchety.
Well, Les went for him a bit, and then I told him that he overacted. He's had a rather beastly time this morning, poor thing. And then the weird young man on top of everything.
Oh, never mind, Gary. Everything is going to be alright. I've got some lovely bad news for you.
What?
Nora Henry can't come to Africa.
Why not? What's wrong with her?
She has broken her leg.
What?
Oh, it isn't terribly important, is it?
No, it couldn't matter less. It merely means that I have to spend all voyage rehearsing New Woman in 6 different character parts. How did that silly do it?
She fell down at Victoria Station.
She had no right to be at Victoria Station. Who can we get?
Well, Morris reckons Beryl Willard, but I don't think she's terribly great.
So you want Beryl Willard, do you?
Yes, why not? She is extremely competent.
I agree with you. Beryl Willard is extremely competent. She has been extremely competent for well over 40 years. In addition to her competence, she has contrived with uncanny skill to sustain the spotless reputation of being the most paralyzing, epoch-making, monumental, world-shattering, god-awful bore that ever drew breath.
Now really, Gary, I don't see...
Oh, you don't see! Well, let me explain one thing, and it's this. No bribe, no prayer, no threat, no power, human or divine, would induce me to go to Africa with Beryl Willard. I wouldn't go as far as Wimbledon with Beryl bloody Willard.
I guess what he's trying to say is that he doesn't care for Beryl Willard.
All right, she's out. Now, who do you suggest?
Oh, just wait a minute. If you're gonna turn this into one of your casting arguments, I'm leaving. I have a plane to catch for Brussels.
What are you going to Brussels for?
Business. Straightforward, ordinary business. Nothing to do with the theater at all. I can't wait to get there. Goodbye, sweetie. Try to be a little more amiable when I get back. Goodbye, Thomas. Goodbye, Morris. Oh, by the way, ring up Joanna. She feels terribly lonely.
Oh, I have already. I'm taking her to the opening of the Haymarket tomorrow night.
Fine, goodbye.
Do you want me anymore, Gary?
Why? What are you going to do?
I'm going to write to Beryl Willard and ask her to come and live with you.
So, you're taking Joanna to the Haymarket tomorrow, are you?
Yes, why?
Why not? Why not indeed?
What on earth do you mean?
I think I shall come too.
Alright, that will be grand. I've got a box, there's lots of room.
Why have you been so mournful lately?
I haven't been at least mournful.
Yes, you have. Liz has noticed it, and so have I.
No, then you are both quite wrong, because I'm perfectly happy.
Morris!
What the devil's the matter?
You like Joanna, don't you?
Of course I do. She's a darling.
I wouldn't call her darling exactly, but then I don't see much of her. Gather you do.
What are you getting at?
People are talking, Morris.
What about?
About you and Joanna.
Rubbish.
It's perfectly true and you know it.
I know nothing of the sort.
Are you in love with her?
In love with Joanna? Of course I'm not.
Are you preparing to be? I can generally tell when you're about to embark on one of your emotional rampages.
Well, I like that, I must say. And what about you?
What about me? No one could accuse me of being emotional anyway.
Couldn't they just? And what about Celia Lorry? You carried on her like a maniac for weeks. All that sobbing and screaming.
That was years ago.
Never mind when it was. It was. And if that wasn't emotional, I don't know what is.
I noticed that you very swiftly turned this conversation into an attack on me!
Now really, Gary, I don't see why.
Have you, or have you not been Joanna's lover?
I'll be damned if I'll be cross-question like this.
Have you, or have you not?
Mind your own business.
Oh my God! If this isn't my business, nothing is. If you're fooling about with Joanna on the side and Henry finds out, do you understand what it will mean?
I refuse to go on with this conversation.
You can refuse until you're blue in the face. You're going to listen to me.
I'm not.
So it's true then.
Well, leave me alone.
Now sit down. This really is serious.
I have no intention into submitting into one of your famous finger-wagging speeches. I'm sick to death of them.
Many years ago, Morris, very many years ago, before you were so sick to death of them, you might as well admit that they helped you consider me.
Okay, I admit it. And so what?
We have never lied to each other about anything really vital to us, have we?
No.
And it would be rather foolish after all those turbulent years to start now, wouldn't it?
It would, but nobody has, as far as I can see.
I'm not even going to ask a question. I'm not going to bark at you much. I am, however, going to make you see one thing clearly, and it's this. You and Henry and Thomas and Liz and I share something of great importance to all of us. That something is mutual respect and trust. God knows it's been hard-won. We can look at years and years of bloody conflict with each other, but now that you're all old and I am middle-aged, we can admit with a certain tranquility that it's been well worth it. Joanna is alien to us. She doesn't really belong to us and never could. Henry understands that perfectly. He's nobody's fool. And to do him justice, he has never tried to force her on us. Don't you believe for a minute that Joanna isn't a potential danger. Because she is. She's 100% female. Exceedingly attractive and ruthless in her pursuit of anything she wants. If she could see, what am I saying? If she could succeed in wreaking havoc among all of us, I am quite certain she would leave no stone unturned. She's a scalp hunter if I ever saw one. And all I tell you is this. Be careful.
But Gary,
Don't speak to me. Be careful, Morris, please. Is that clear?
why, I think I will need some more sherry.
Give me some too. I haven't had any since the morning.
You're slow, Morris.
There you are.
Thank you. Good God, it's past 1. I forgot to telephone for the reservation.
Oh, there's no need. We can still go upstairs.
Upstairs smells of potted shrimps. Yes. It will only take a minute to recover. Hello? Hello? Oh, yes. I am so sorry. It's the wrong number.
the wrong number.
Well, I'm off now. Do everything you want.
You're rather dressy. Where are you going?
Taganese.
Where's that?
Тут ты хан good from.
Is it a dance club or what?
With the boss on really. Boris worked there.
And what does he do?
Sings couple of numbers and then does a transaction dance naked.
Very enjoyable. Tell me, are you going to marry Boris?
Me? Married? What a thought.
You know, you really are dreadfully immoral, Olga.
That's right.
I know for a fact that you've been taking advantage of Boris for well over 2 years now.
Why not? He likes it, I like it, and the good time is had by all.
But do you really mind about him? I mean, do you ever think about him when he's not there?
He's always there when I want him.
What will he do when we go to Africa?
He will manage. He's got a couple of ladies running around after him now.
I see, he likes to be shared.
Yes, he does. Will you ring in the morning as usual, or do you want to be called?
I'll ring. Has Miss Harrison gone?
Oh yes, she went early. She's gone to a friend in Hammersmith. They turn out all the lights, play the gramophone and talk to that Indian.
Well, I suppose if it makes her happy, it's all right.
Will that be all?
Yes, thank you, Olga. Enjoy yourself.
Хорошо, very good.
Hello? Hello? Who is that speaking? Oh, Liz! It was nothing, no. No, Liz, no. I'm going straight to bed now, I think. No? With a book? Oh, what do you think about me? All right, Liz. Good night. Joanna?
I can't tell you how relieved I am that you're in. I've done the most idiotic thing.
What happened?
I forgot my latch key.
Joanna.
It's no good looking at me like that. It's the first time I've done such a thing in my life. I'm in an absolute fury. I had to dress in the most awful rush to dine with Frida, and then go to the Sinatra's concert, and I left it in my other bag.
And I suppose the servants sleep at the top of the house?
Well, they do more than that. Apparently they go into a coma. I've been battering on the door for nearly half an hour.
Would you like a drink?
Very much indeed. I'm exhausted.
decide what is best to be done.
Well, I went to call up as a drink of Liz, but she must be out because there wasn't any reply.
You rang up Liz and there wasn't any reply.
And as I hadn't any coppers and the taximan hadn't either, I came straight here.
Cigarette.
Thank you.
I'm afraid I don't have a lighter.
With or without, you still look very whimsical. That you believe.
Of course I believe you. Why on earth shouldn't I?
Oh, I don't know. You always look at me as though you didn't trust me an inch. And it's a shame because I'm so nice. Really nice.
I'm sure you are, Joanna.
You've never really liked me, have you?
No,
I wonder why.
I don't know. There's a certain arrogance about you. A little too much self-assurance.
Oh, you didn't have a competition, I think.
Lovely looking, of course. I always thought that. If perhaps a little too aware of it.
Thank you. I wish you stopped being suave just for a minute.
And what would you like me to do? Fly into tantrum? Burst into tears?
I think I should like it to be kind.
Kind?
Yes. At least kind enough to overcome your perfectly obvious prejudice against me.
I'm so sorry, it's obvious.
I'm not an idiot, although I must say you always treat me as if I were. I know you resented my marrying Henry, you all did. But after all, that's 5 years ago, and in all this time I've done my best not to obtrude myself, not to encroach on any special preserves. And my reward has been rather meager, from you particularly. Nothing but artificial politeness and slightly frigid tolerance.
Poor Joanna.
I see my appeal has fallen on stony ground. I'm so sorry.
What is all this? What are you up to?
I don't know anything. I'd like you to call me a taxi.
Nonsense. There's nothing you'd hate more. You came here for a purpose, didn't you?
Well, of course I did. I lost my key. I knew you had a guest room and...
Well?
Well, I thought I might get to know you a little better.
I see.
Oh, no, you don't. I know exactly what you think. Of course, I can't altogether blame you. In your position, as one of the world's most famous romantic comedians, it's only natural for you to imagine that every woman is anxious to hurt herself at your head. Sure, for instance, you don't believe for a moment that I've lost my latchkey.
My God, you're good.
What's the number of the taxi rank? I'll ring up myself.
Sloan, 2664.
Hello, is that Sloan 2664? Oh, I'm so sorry, it must be the wrong number. What are you laughing at?
You, Joanna.
Oh, you're enjoying yourself enormously, aren't you?
You win.
Give me that telephone and don't be so infuriating.
Have another drink.
No, thank you.
Just one.
No.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, I should be really, really, really sorry.
Maybe I am.
I could cry now, you know, very effectively. If only I had the technique.
Technique's terribly important. It seems that the conversation has come to a standstill.
Well, perhaps I would like another drink. Just a very, very small.
But you didn't finish yours.
Well, you make me feel extraordinarily self-conscious. But then again, it's one of your most renowned gifts, isn't it?
Well, yes.
You look strangely young every now and then. It would be nice to see what's under all the trappings.
Just a simple boy, stinking with idealism.
Sentimental,
Would you like me to play some music?
too. No, thank you.
Why not? Don't you listen to music?
Well, I do. But not your kind of music.
What shall we do now?
Do? Is there any necessity to do anything?
Well, I don't know. My social sense tells me that something is demanded, and I'm not quite sure what it is.
Well, I am so glad I'm adult. You must be pretty shattering to the young and inexperienced.
Was that a compliment?
People later so brightly.
Listen, Joanna. You gotta make up your mind. This provocative skirmishing is getting me down. What do you want?
I want you to be who you really are. Friendly and genuine. Someone to be trusted. I want you to do me the honor of stopping your return of performance for them. Bring down the curtain, take off your makeup, and relax.
Everybody keeps on telling me to relax.
Oh, one can hardly blame them.
I know, right? I was right about you from the very beginning.
Right.
Your predator is happy.
Gary!
Oh, don't carry me. You got the wretched Henry when he was weak. You bewitched Morris with your lust for sorcery. And now, by God, you're after me. And don't deny it. I can see it in your eyes. You suddenly appear out of the night, reeking with the lust of conquest. The whole atmosphere is quivering with it. You had your hair done, and your nails, and probably your feet too. Dress, and your mind, even more expertly groomed to conquer than your body. Every word, every phrase, every change of mood, cunningly planned. You want to know what I'm really like under all the glittering veil? Well, this is it. This is what I'm really like. Fundamentally honest. When I'm driven into a corner, I tell the truth. And truth at the moment is that I know you, Joanna. I know what you're after. I can see through every trick. Go away now. Leave me alone.
Curtain! Oh, darling.
How dare you call me darling?
Because I think you're a darling, and I always have. You know, you're really the reason I married Henry.
Are there no depths to which you won't descend?
Absolutely none. I'm in love with you. I've been in love with you for over 7 years now. It's high time something was done about it.
This is the end.
No, my sweet, this is only the beginning.
Now look here, Joanna.
No. I think you should listen to me first. Sit down, dear sweet Gary. Please sit down. Things are nearly as bad as they look.
of all, I want you to promise me to answer one question absolutely truthfully. Will you?
What is it?
So will you promise?
Yes, all right.
If you had never seen me in your life before, if we had met for the first time tonight, if I were in no way concerned with anyone you know, would you have made love to me? Would you have wanted me?
Yes.
Well, that's that.
Hello, listen here.
Oh, shut up! You must be fair. You must let me explain. When I said just now you were the reason I married Henry, that was only partly true. I am devoted to Henry, much fonder of it really than he is of me. He was madly in love with me for the past 2 years. He isn't now. You stood between us. It's only in my heart, but in his as well. That's the worst of you people with damn dominant personalities. You not only affect people when they're actually with you, but when they're away from you as well. Henry's been lightly unfaithful to me 11 times to my certain record during the last 3 years. He's probably having a high old time in Brussels at the very moment.
You're lying, Joanna.
I'm not lying. I'm mind enough to lie. Henry's a darling, and I wouldn't leave him for anything in this world, because I'm perfectly better now than we ever did before. But you're the one I've been in love with, and I always have. I don't want to live with you. God forbid, drive me crazy in a week. But you are to me the most charming, infuriating, passionately attractive man I have ever met in my entire life.
What about Morris?
Morris! Don't be idiotic. He was only set near you.
Is he in love with you? Has there been anything between you?
Of course there hasn't. I mean, he's quite sweet, but he doesn't attract me in the least and never could.
Do you swear that?
There's no need for me to swear that. Now, it's a very foolish thing to store up regrets. Who could you and I possibly harm by loving each other for a little?
Please. May I get up now?
Yes?
How was the Sinatra's concert?
Glorious. I adore his voice.
Personally, I don't like it.
You're just jealous. I love the Queen's Hall. It's so uncompromising.
I love the Albert Hall much, much, much more.
I wonder why I find it so depressing.
Not when they do Hiawatha, surely.
Even then.
Shh. I won't hear a word against Albert Hall.
Wow. Yeah, that means there's a break, so get up now, quickly go to the toilet before somebody occupies it for you. You have 15 minutes, that is both hands and your favorite foot of fingers and toes, so keep count. 15 minutes. Don't worry, I will remind you. Respect my authority.
tell him that I'm away?
Unfortunately, no. He would be crazy with anger.
Would he indeed? I should be crazy with anger myself unless I have some breakfast. I've been ringing the bell in that room for hours.
It does not work.
Oddly enough, it dawned on me after a while.
It's the mice. They eat right through the wires. They can be very destructive.
Good morning, miss. Good morning.
Oh, Mrs. Slick, you're trying to...
Yes, I am.
Ay, 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 ay.
Well, I would like some China tea, fresh toast without butter, and a soft-boiled egg, please.
We have no eggs and no tea, but I shall make it home with pleasure.
Was there any coffee?
Yes, we have coffee.
Then please bring me some as soon as you can.
I will tell Olga.
And perhaps you could do something about the tap in the bathroom.
Unfortunately, no. She's not the bathroom steward.
Good morning.
Good morning, Thomas.
Joanna, did you stay the night here?
Yes. Wasn't it sweet of Gary to let me? I did a most idiotic thing. I forgot my latchkey.
You forgot your latchkey.
I was in a most awful state, and then suddenly I thought of Gary.
You suddenly thought of Gary.
Why do you keep repeating everything I say?
I don't know. At the moment it seems easier than saying anything else.
Why, Thomas? You look as if you disapproved of my staying the night here.
Well, I find it highly inappropriate.
In heaven's name, why? It's a perfectly natural thing to do in the circumstances.
Well, obviously you are a better judge of it than I am.
I must say I really do resent your manner a little bit. Anyone would think I did something awful.
And when is Henry coming home? You know, your husband. Remember him?
Tomorrow morning, by the 11 o'clock plane. Is there anything else you'd like to know?
No. I don't think I want to know anything else at all.
Well, I must say it's quite astounding to think that anyone as close to Gary as you've been for all these years should have such a prurient mind.
I'm sure you must be shocked to the marrow.
I really don't feel equal to continuing this rather strange conversation before I've had some coffee. Perhaps you'd be kind enough to hurry it up for me.
I always knew it.
Always knew what?
That you'd cause trouble. I'll see about your bloody coffee. There's somebody at the door. If I were you, I would crawl back to where I came from.
I'm quite happy here, thank you.
As you please.
Good morning, Joanna. This is a surprise.
Liz, I tried to get you for hours last night. See, I was in the most awful state. I lost my key, but you weren't in.
Oh, I was in from 10 o'clock onwards. You must have been ringing the wrong number.
Well, I rang the number you gave me.
Well, then I must have given you the wrong number.
If you want me, Liz, I shall be in the office.
Oh, I do want you, Thomas, so don't budge.
All right.
Waar wil your servant?
Here, please.
Good morning, miss.
Good morning, Olga. I think it would be better if Mrs. Lippitt had her coffee in the guest room.
I'd rather have it here, Liz. I like to see what's going on.
Put it down there for the moment, Olga. We'll decide outside later, where Mrs. Lippy is going to have a coffee.
I've already decided, Liz, but it's sweet of you to take so much trouble.
That will be all. Thank you, Olga. I'm sure, miss, and give us a shout, you know, if you need anything.
Thank you. I will. I suppose Gary hasn't been called yet, has he?
No, I don't think so. Should I go and wake him now?
No, not yet.
He ought to be waken at once, Liz. It's disgraceful, lying in bed on such a lovely morning like this. So unhealthy. He'll be turning fat and flabby if he's not careful.
Oh, I wish to God he would.
I wonder what she put in this coffee, apart from the coffee, I mean.
Weed killer and rat poison, if she had any sense.
You're being remarkably offensive, Thomas. One always hears the assistants of famous men are rather frustrated and dragon-like. It's funny you turned out to be so true to type.
Well, the only thing frustrating me now is your lovely little present.
I think perhaps after all you'd better go into the office, Thomas. The situation is becoming rather tense.
Oh, for no reason at all, unless all of you have the most unpleasant minds.
All right, Liz, I'll go.
I'll come in a minute.
All right.
Well, I must say Gary is enchanting. We had the most lovely talk last night.
I think it would be better if neither Morris nor Henry knew you stayed the night here, Joanna.
Good heavens, why? Henry wouldn't mind a bit.
Oh, really, Joanna?
You wouldn't?
I'm not so sure. Anyhow, Morris would.
Morris? What on earth has Morris to do with it?
Don't be silly.
Well, I don't see what Morris would do with this.
Unfortunately, I know perfectly well that you have been unfaithful to Henry with Morris, so you needn't trouble to deny it any further.
Well, that is the most abominable lie.
I dined quietly with Morris last night. He was very upset and became rather hysterical, and he told me everything.
So he told you everything, didn't he?
Oh, it's quite natural that he should, really.
Well, how dare he discuss me with anybody?
Oh, don't be silly, Joanna.
Charming constellation of gossipy little planets circling around the great glorious sun.
I was coming to that.
What do you mean?
I don't wish to know anything about what happened last night, but I'll tell you one thing. The great glorious sun is not going to get tangled up in this if I can stop it. And I can.
And I should be interested to know how.
I don't think Henry would like to know they have been Morris's mistress as well as Henry's wife. And I don't think Morris would like to know they have been Gary's mistress, which I suspect you'd have.
Mistress. Mistress indeed. Melodramatic nonsense.
And I don't think Henry would like to know anything about any of it.
Are you trying to blackmail me?
Yes, I am.
You mean you'd be low enough to tell Gary?
Yes, and Morris and Henry. I'll tell them all unless you do as I say.
Well, then I guess you're still in love with Gary yourself.
Oh, not in the least. But even if I were, it's entirely beside the point. I certainly love him. I love Morris and Henry too. We've all been devoted to one another for many years, and it would take more than you to break it up permanently. But I'm not going to take any risk of you upsetting it even temporarily. You're going to do as I say.
And what if I don't?
Well, then you'll be out, my friend. With all of us and forever. With Gary, most of all, quite soon. You wouldn't like that, you know. It would be most shaming for your vanity.
Why do you think I should mind so terribly if I were out with all of you, as you put it?
Principally, because you made such a terrific effort to get in. You'd have much better results and much quicker too. If you hadn't been so determined to be alluring.
Well, I have never been talked to like this in my entire life.
Well, make the most of it. So, what are you going to do?
I'm not going to do anything.
Are you going to be sensible and do as I ask you or not?
Well, you haven't asked me anything yet.
I want you to promise me see Gary again before he goes to Africa.
Really?
Yes, really. Now, you going to do that or not?
No, it's nonsense, and even if I did, how do I know that I can trust you? And Thomas, what about him?
Oh, Thomas and I won't say a word. It'll be... Thomas and I won't say a word if you promise not to see Gary again before he goes.
Well, I am bound to see him again. How can I avoid it?
Oh, you can go to Paris. You can be ill. Anything.
No, I have no intention of doing any such thing.
Very well. Olga! Olga!
It'll be you who's breaking everything up, not me.
Did you call, miss?
Yes, go and wake Mr. Gary immediately, will you?
Sure.
Oh, you'd better first of all answer the door. It's Morris. He told me he was coming to see Gary at 11.
Look here, Liz.
I'm glad, really. It'll be more convenient.
I can't face him. It'll be too unpleasant. I'll do what you want.
You promise that? You promise you won't see him again before he goes?
Yes, yes, I promise.
Well, get into the guest room and don't come out until I tell you.
It's Mr. Moore. See what? Because an appointment.
Well, I suppose you better show him in. Mr. Reed can deal with it. I'll tell him.
Хорошо, Bob looks a bit weird to me.
Thomas?
What is it?
A Mr. Moore is here.
He's no right to be. He's raving mad.
Mr. Moore. Good morning.
Good morning.
We met before, do you remember?
Yes, just the other day.
Have you an appointment with Mr. Essendine?
Yes. Yes, indeed. I spoke to him on the telephone last night. And he told me to come at 10:30.
Well, it's 11.
I'll fear I'm a little late.
And I'm afraid he can't see you just now. Could you come back later?
Isn't there anywhere I can wait?
Well, if it must be, you can wait in the office.
Oh, thank you very much. It's so kind.
Not at all this way.
And do you want me to take care of him?
I don't know. He says that Gary told him to come, although I can hardly believe he did. We better go and wake him and ask him.
No, not yet. I'd rather he slept on a bit.
It's all the same to me.
All right.
Listen to us. I guarantee that you and I won't say a word to Morris or Henry or anybody about her being here last night if she swears not to see Gary again before he goes to Africa.
And did she?
Yeah, she did. But Morris will be here any minute and it's going to be most awkward. There's a telephone in the guest room, isn't there?
Yes.
Is it the same number as this one or different?
No, that's the private wire, and this one is the extension of the office.
What's the number?
You know, the private line, Sloan 2642.
Oh, that's him. Leave it to me. I'll explain later.
All right. Oh, Mr. Moore, what are you doing?
Gary, where are you going?
Out.
Out where?
Just out. I suppose I can go out if I want to, can't I?
I never even knew you was up. You're a snaky boy, aren't you?
Don't be impertinent, Olga, and go away.
The gentlemen in the office and the ladies in the guest room if you happen to want either of them.
What is she talking about? The girls of her rocker.
Lady, really, Gary, you are impossible. Now, who is it this time?
Oh, I would be so very much obliged if everybody would mind their own goddamn business.
Well, get rid of her, for heaven's sake. I've got something to tell you, and I bet she's got her ears clamped to the keyhole.
How can I get rid of her? She might be in the bath.
Well, tell them to hurry then.
Now look here, Morris. I can't do this.
If you want, then I will.
I forbid you to go in that room.
Would you please come out, and please hurry?
I'm coming. I was only just powdering my nose.
Please, it's you.
Oh, of course it's me. Who else would it be?
What were you then making such a fuss about, Gary?
I make a fuss? I don't know what you mean.
Why are you so completely dressed so suddenly? You were asleep just a minute ago.
Oh, no, I wasn't. I most gravely doubt whether I shall be ever to sleep again.
Perhaps your conscience is troubling you?
I cannot for the life of me imagine why everybody's so absolutely beastly to me. I am bullied and cross-questioned and ordered about from dawn till dusk. I can't wait to get to Africa, to be away from all of you.
Well, that won't be exactly unrelieved sadness for us.
Oh, for God's sake, stop bickering, both of you. I'm in the most awful state.
What about?
Liz knows. I told her last night.
What does Liz know? What did you tell her last night?
Pull yourself together, Maurice. Have a drink and calm down.
I don't want a drink. If I will have a drink, it will make it much worse. It always does.
This is a most fascinating little conversation, but I think I should appreciate the full flavor of it if I knew as what it was about.
I haven't slept for the last 3 nights, Gary, since I talked to you the other morning.
Why not?
I have made an utter fool of myself and lied to you.
Lied? To me?
Joanna and I are in love. Gary, it's been going on for months. We've been lying to everyone about it, but I'm not used to lying, not to you. And I couldn't bear it any longer. It was driving me mad ever since. So I told yesterday, Joanna, I was about to tell you. And she told me she will never speak to me again if I will. She was so furious. Then she went away and left me. I was trying to find her ever since. I spoke to her servants, and they told me she hasn't slept home the whole night. I'm so afraid that something might have happened to her.
Oh, perhaps it has.
Please! You don't like her. You never did. I'm not sure, but I'm in love with Joanna.
The whole thing's very fishy. Isn't it, Gary? You needn't fuss anymore, Maurice. Joanna spent the night with me.
Spend the night with you?
But yes, on the sofa. She's there now. I told her I'd tell you to ring her up if I saw you.
I must go run now.
No. Better first of all find out if she's still there. I'll get the number for you. Hello? Maggie? Yes, is Miss Olympia still there? All right. Here you go, darling.
Hello, Joanna. Yes, it's me, Maurice. I was so worried. Why haven't you told me that you are staying with Liz?
How did you get her out?
Oh, she's not out. She's in there, in the guest room.
I was so afraid that something happened to you. No, I'm in the studio. Now there's me, Gary, and Liz. Oh, yes, I had to. No, how can you be so cruel, Joanna? Joanna, I must see. Joanna! She has hung up. But I must see her. What am I to do?
Control yourself!
Morris, I really think it would be better if we didn't try to see Joanna in her current state. Have a drink, calm down, and you can see her later.
Oh, I am surrounded by lies and intrigue and sickening emotions. I tell you here and now, I am not going to put up with it for a minute longer. Every minute of my life is spent in trying to help people, giving them wise, sensible advice, and trying to shield them from the buffets of fate. And what is the result? They drain every ounce of vitality out of me until I'm a nervous wreck, and then expect me to go trampling all over darkest Africa. It's not good enough. No, no. And every time I try to snatch a little happiness for myself, a little gaiety, a little relaxation, I am accused of being immoral and undignified and of letting down my position.
Did you or did you not give an appointment to Mr. Roland Moore?
Oh, I most certainly did not. He terrifies the life out of me.
Well, he's here.
I'm afraid I was told I won't rely by the appointment, but I must see you. It's terribly, terribly important.
Mr. Moore, you promised to stay in the office.
I want to tell you that it's all right.
What's all right?
About what I felt about you. I've got the whole thing straight turned out.
Well, I am delighted, and I congratulate you from the bottom of my heart. But you really must go away now.
Please do go, Mr. Moore. Mr. Essendine is in the middle of a conference.
Oh, like hell I am. Olga! Miss Harrison! There is somebody at the door. I have not the slightest idea who it is, but I strongly suspect it's a mad cripple from God knows where who is passionately in love with me.
I'll go.
Mr. Moore, I really do think it was better if you were to come back later.
Couldn't I stay a little bit longer? See, every moment I'm near him, I get smoother and smoother
Where's Joanna? Nobody knows where she is?
Henry, I thought you weren't coming back until tomorrow.
She was at home all night. And nobody has seen her.
It's all right. She spent the night with me.
But I rang up Maggie and she said that she wasn't there.
There's a reason for that. Please will explain.
There's a reason for that. I'll explain later.
I have a bad feeling on the airplane.
I always have a bad feeling in an airplane. A feeling that I'm going to be sick. And I think I'm going to be sick now.
But why did Maggie say that?
I'll get the number for you if you don't believe me. Thomas, sorry, you get the number.
Hello, my name's Roland Moore. I don't think we've met.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Go away, Mr. Moore!
Hello? Joanna? Henry wants to talk to you. Yes, he's here. In the studio. Here you go, Henry.
Joanna? Joanna? Darling, you gave me the most terrible fright. No. No. I got through everything yesterday. There was no sense in staying. I sent a telegram. No, I couldn't think what was wrong. Yes, we're all here. All right. Are you coming about the house tonight? Okay, I'll swing by in half an hour to change. Liz? She says she's coming out in a minute.
Tell her to stay where she is. I'll come and see her presently.
Liz says to stay where you are. She'll be by presently. Joanna? Joanna! Whatever is the matter? She says she feels...
There's a lady Salvador outside. She says she's got an appointment for the 11th something.
Good heavens, what's today?
Black Thursday, apparently.
Thursday. Lady Salisbury's niece, you promised you given an audition and a recommendation for her RADA or something, don't you remember?
No, she must be sent away immediately.
We can't send Lady Salisbury away. She gave us £50 for the Footlights Fund.
How can I possibly listen to people's nieces now? I'm on the verge of a nervous breakdown.
Whatever's the matter?
Far too much, Henry. Far too much.
You must see her. It would be most terribly rude not to after all you promised. It won't take a minute. Ask her in, Olga.
It's all very exciting.
What is wrong with you, sir? I think we need to go now. I will get back to you, Gary. And I'm going. Please, Henry.
We'll go to this place to speak with Joanna.
I'll speak with Joanna. No. I must go to the office and I need you with me. It's urgent.
Lady Salvador, Miss Stillington. Mr. Essendine, this is so charming of you.
Not at all, it's a pleasure.
Well, this is my niece, Daphne. I knew her mother years ago. She died, you know, in Africa.
How do you do?
Oh, I've been longing to meet you, Mr. Essendine. I've loved everything you've ever done.
How very nice of you.
Daphne simply couldn't give me any peace until I bring up to your sister and Lord, an appointment. She's so tremendously keen, you know.
She must be. I must introduce you to everybody. My wife, my assistant, Mr. Reed.
Pleasure to meet you. You were so kind on the telephone.
And that is Mr. Dixon, and Mr. Lippiat, and Mr. Moore.
How are you? Pleasure to meet you. This is quite a peek behind the scenes, isn't it, Daphne, dear?
Oh, this is the most thrilling moment of my life, Mr. Essendine. I've always wondered what you'd be like close to.
Oh, Daphne! You mustn't embarrass Mr. Essendine.
Oh, I'm sure he understands. Don't you, Mr. Essendine?
Mr. Essendine understands. But I am so sorry. I can only give you just a few minutes. I am terribly busy making my arrangements to my tour in Africa.
Oh, I had no idea you were going to Africa. How very interesting.
Please forgive us, but we must go. We have to go to the office. Goodbye. Goodbye,
How
ladies.
sad. Goodbye.
Liz, Gary.
No, I'm staying.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Mole.
Oh, I'm staying.
Why don't you sit down, Lady Salisbury?
Oh, thank you so much. Are you ready, Daphne? I'm sure you are well aware of the fact how busy Mr. Essendine here is, and we cannot impose on him because he was so sweet to find time for us at all.
Oh, yes, I'm ready.
What are you going to do?
Nothing very much. I'll try not to bore you. You see, I want you to hear me so very much. You will hear me, will you? And you can hear me, can you? And you're not angry, are you?
Daphne, what are we talking about?
Oh, I'm sure Mr. Essendine understands, don't you, Mr. Essendine?
Mr. Essendine understands. Mr. Essendine understands everything.
He spends his whole life understanding absolutely everything. But what no one else seems to understand, that strain of the understanding is driving him step by step into a suicide grave.
Don't be affected, Gary.
My wife, Lady Saunders, has left me several years ago. The regret has made her bitter.
Oh, there's nothing worse than regret. Look at Checo! He knew.
We have no time to look at Checo, Mr. Mole. Please, don't be nervous. What are you going to do? Sing?
I'm not nervous. I just wish you weren't so many miles away. I'm not going to sing. I'm just going to say a few lines.
Very well. Go on.
We meet not as we parted.
Oh, God.
We feel more than all may see. My bosom is heavy-hearted, and thine full of doubt for me. One moment has bound the free. That moment has gone forever, like lightning that flashed and died. Like a snowball upon the river.
Snowflake! It's a
Like a sunbeam upon the tide, which the dark shadows hide. That room is like a fridge, and I have no intention of staying in it 1 minute longer. Will somebody kindly call me a taxi?
Oh dear. Take my car, it's downstairs.
Oh, well, chauffeur's board and his name is Saturn.
Daphne!
Thank you very much. I won't see you again, Gary, as I'm going to Paris tomorrow, so this is a goodbye. I do hope that when you go to Africa, you'll be wise enough to take all your modern satellites with you. Please don't imagine that I haven't enjoyed the circus enormously. I have. But in the circuses I've been used to, it was the ringmaster who cracked the whip, not the clowns. Goodbye.
Splendid. I feel reborn. Reborn.
I'm going to hell!
I shall never forget those lovely days in Madeira and our picnics on the rocks. What fun we had. It really was wonderful getting to know you intimately like that without you being surrounded by crowds of people all the time. I can never begin to tell you how much it meant to me. Now for my exciting news, I'm coming back to England. Imagine! Exclamation mark. The first time for 7 years. I arrived on the 28th and shall be in London for 3 whole weeks staying at the Rubens Hotel. You remember you told me to let you know a good time beforehand if I should be coming, so I am doing so. I am so longing to meet you again, with love and many, 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 etc., glorious memories. Yours, Andy.
Poor Andy. When is it dated?
November the 7th.
It's over 6 months ago. He must be gone by now.
Well, you told me to put it into Mount Pleasant.
Remind me, why do we keep calling it Mount Pleasant?
Because the letters are always mounting up, and it's always such a pleasure to go through them.
Well, it's too late now to answer it.
Much. Here's one signed Jose.
Jose, what?
Just Jose. It's dated February the 2nd.
Let's look.
Here you go.
And
He
what's
seems-
in it?
He seems to have met you in the south of France.
I do get about, don't I?
And the thing he wants, it's at the end, after the bit about his sister having a baby.
Well, yeah. Why didn't you send him a letter?
Because I didn't consider that Jose and Madrid was a sufficient address.
Well, I'll be damned if I can remember his other name.
Oh, he's out of luck then, isn't he?
What's the large bucket?
Oh, this one. Those are all from the Mad Woman in Wimbledon. You said that I should keep them in case you read them one day because they might be interesting psychologically.
I haven't got time now, do I? But you'd better keep them though, as evidence, in case she murders me someday.
From what I've read, I don't think she wants to murder you, merely to live with you and have your children.
I wonder if I shall ever see green England again.
I see no reason why you shouldn't.
I might die of some tropical disease or be bitten by a snake.
I highly doubt there are many snakes in the larger cities.
How many more are there to do?
Just about 20.
I can't hear it. Put them back in Mount Pleasant. Until I come back, of course.
You seem to have been in doubt just now whether you were actually coming back.
Well, I can't answer letters if I'm dead, can I?
Well, there's just one that needs to be answered, alive or dead. It's from Sarah Lady Walsingham. She's written very civilly to know whether you'll give the prize at her charity costume ball she's giving on November 2012. There'll be royalty present.
Oh, why can't they get the prizes?
Because she's asked you, I suppose.
Polite refusal.
And what excuse could I possibly give? She's written so long in advance, and I can't tell her you won't be here because you will.
Billy old devil.
I really do think you must say yes. She's been awfully kind to us over that special matinee.
Oh, her! Ooh, of course I'll do it. And say I'll be charmed.
Have you finished with the tray? I want to be getting along.
Is everything packed?
All except the last minute stuff. We can pop that in the morning.
Is this Paul Boris's swan song?
He's coming to the station tomorrow morning to see us off. Don't mind you, do you?
I can't wait.
I must be going home now.
Don't leave me alone. I feel depressed.
You were screaming for peace just now. I'll be here the first thing in the morning.
I wish you were coming to Africa with me, you know. I shall be utterly lost with some dreary temporary African.
And is Liz going to the station?
No.
Then why don't you go around and see her?
You know perfectly well. She's still enraged. I haven't seen her for a week.
And have you tried?
Of course I have. I telephoned her 3 times already. Each time she spoke to me kindly and remotely as if I were an idiotic child. I'm not sure why she didn't spell some of the words for me.
Oh, Gary, would you like me to have a go with her?
No. If she wants to behave like an outraged governess, she can get done with it.
Well, I see her point, you know. You did go a little bit too far this time.
Oh, for the love of God, don't you start on me too.
I'll take these into the office.
Nothing more you want?
No, Olga, thank you.
This place looks rather empty. How many suitcases did you have?
About 60, I should think.
Well, between them all, they put away enough sherry to float the Queen Mary.
You'd better call me up at 8. We have to leave the house at 10.
Хорошо.
Enjoy yourself, Olga.
Same to you and be good.
Oh, and by the way, you'd better be careful of the phone rings. Mr. Maul has been calling up all the week.
I think I would almost welcome him tonight. At least he'd be interested psychologically.
So would Rasputin.
I feel dreadfully flat. I think someone always does before going away.
It's your own fault, you know. You refusal offers. You've been pleading for a few hours of solitude, and you said that you'd throw yourself out the window if you didn't get it, and that then we should all be sorry.
Oh, I'm quite sure you wouldn't.
No, no, no. You're getting a big boy. I'll be 42 next birthday. Just fancy.
40.
All right. Good night, Gary.
I do envy you, Thomas. You're so efficient. You go through life like an old frightening warship.
Well, thanks. I'll take that as a compliment. Goodbye, Gary. I shall miss you and
Goodbye, then.
goodbye.
Hello? Hello? No, it isn't. But you can speak to me, though. Hello? Bollocks.
I'm going away now, Mr. Essendine. Have you everything you want?
Frankly, Miss Erickson, I have nothing that I want.
So what do you want?
Have any of us anything we want?
Mr. Essendine, you're only acting. For a moment, you made me quite upset.
You lead a strange life, Miss Erickson. Tell me, do you enjoy it?
Yes, indeed.
Tell me all about it, then. Please.
Do you mind if I take a cigarette? I smoke so much and I'm always running out. It's most silly.
Pinch anything you like, Miss Erickson. So, where are you going now, for instance?
To my friend in Hammersmith. She's a German.
Is she a spy?
Yes, I think so. But she's very kind.
I understand from Olga that she's a medium as well.
Oh dear, yes. Sometimes she would make a trance, and it's very surprising. She would lie on the ground for many hours, making noises.
What kind of noises?
They are all different. Sometimes she would sing high, high like a bird. And other times she would make a bark. Often she is very ill.
I am not at all surprised.
Well, I must be pushing off now.
Thank you, Miss Erickson. It's been most interesting.
Not at all. Good night.
Good night.
come and say goodbye.
I haven't come to say goodbye.
What do you mean?
I'm coming with you. I bought my ticket this afternoon.
You what?
I ran away from my aunt. I left a note for her. You see, I know something now. I've known it all week, really. I know that you need me just as much as I need you. And I've thought it all over very carefully. I know that I'm very much younger than you and all that, but I could help you and take care of you.
Daphne, this really is too absurd. You have to go home now.
I knew you'd say that.
Put your head back on and don't be silly.
No, Gary, I know something now. I just know when you're acting and when you're not. And you're acting now.
I'm not doing anything of the sort.
You were acting when you pretended to be cross with me when I came and recited on Thursday. But when you said goodbye to me that other morning ever so sweetly, then you weren't acting. The mask was off then, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Look here, Daphne.
No. I felt ashamed on Thursday at first by playing a trick on you by making Auntie ring up for an audition. But then, when I was here, I was glad.
So you were glad, were you?
Yes, I think that's why I fainted. You see, I suddenly realized the truth.
What truth?
How desperately lonely you really were. In spite of all the people around you, in spite of all of your success, I realized how deep your longing must be to have someone to really love you and to take care of you. When I saw that dreadful prostitute come out of the guest room in that slutty evening dress.
That was not a prostitute. It was a wife of one of my dearest friends.
No, come to see me. I know.
Now, Daphne, I wish to say loudly and clearly that I am not acting. I seem... I can't even concentrate with you. No, I am saying with the utmost sincerity of which I am capable of when I order you to put on your hat and go into a taxi and go back straight to your aunt.
You needn't be frightened. I won't make any demands on you whatsoever. I don't want you to marry me or anything like that. See, I don't believe that love should be bound by church or law. I'm just coming with you, that's all. I'm not a very good sailor anyhow. You see, I'll just be there when you want me and when you want someone to put their arms around you.
That's the front door bell.
Oh, who is it?
How should I know? You will go into the spare room.
No, Gary, anything but the guest room, anything but the guest room.
All right. Office then.
Okay, but get rid of them, whoever it is.
Go.
Forgive me, I must see you.
You can't. I'm going straight to bed now.
I'm afraid I must insist. It's a matter of life and death.
Come back here at once. How dare you force yourself into my house like this?
That's right, shout! Shout! You're magnificent when you're angry.
I'll tell you something, young man. You're very bloody mad. That's what you are. You ought to be locked up. You ought to be straight jacket.
Oh, no. You're the one who's mad.
Will you please leave this house immediately?
I'm afraid I can't. It's quite impossible. You see, I've burnt my boat.
Burned your what?
Boat?
What are you talking about?
I told a wicked lie just now when I said it was a matter of life and death. It isn't really as serious as that, but it's terribly serious. I mean for me. Perhaps for us both.
If you are not out of this house by the time I count to 10, I shall telephone for the police.
Oh, I shan't let you. I'm tremendously strong, you know. I can lift the heaviest things imaginable without turning a hair. Look.
Mr. Moore, don't hurt yourself, please.
You wait for me, Roland.
Roland, I want to put this situation to you reasonably and quietly. You see, this is
is my last night in England and I have a great deal to
Well,
do.
you said just now that you were going to bed.
Be that as it may, Roland.
No, let me speak. I know you think I'm mad, and I really don't blame you a bit. But I assure you I'm not mad at all. I merely happen to have an exceptional brain. A brain that could be of inestimable service to you. As I told you the other day, you signify a great deal to me. You are, in fact, part of me.
I'm sure I'm flattered, but...
I wonder, could I have a biscuit?
By all means. There are some in the dish over there.
Thank you. I'll promise you faithfully I'll leave when I finish this biscuit. I have booked a room at the Grosvenor Hotel. After all, there's no valid reason, or is there, why I should be acting mad, just as you happen to be insane.
I'm not acting.
You're always acting. That's what's so fascinating. And you are so used to it that you don't even know it yourself. I'm always acting too. I've been acting mad with you because it amuses me to see you put on a surprised face. I'm absolutely devoted to your face in every mood.
I suppose you would like act to hang on the what? Get out of here!
That's wonderful.
Listen, Roland. You have to get out of this house! Now!
What if I don't?
Then I shall...
Please don't send me away, please. You took me the person to be unkind. Please let me stay with you. I can protect you from a whole lot of things you know nothing about.
Such as...
Yourself! All your dangerous vibrations! You are surrounded by traps, but you can't see for yourself because your head is up in the stars.
That was the front door bell. You have to leave. You promised you would leave when you finish your biscuit.
The last tree is gone now anyway.
I don't care. Go to hell then.
I want to allow you to tear me away! You regretted your whole life wrong if you do! I have a profound conviction about it! And nothing will shake! Nothing!
Roland! Get out of that room at once! Joanna?
Hello, darling.
What is the meaning of this, Joanna?
Well, don't you know?
Oh, yes, I do. You're coming to Africa with me. You bought your ticket this afternoon. And you're not going to make any demands. And you're not a good sailor.
Well, I'm a perfect sailor. What are you doing?
Ringing up Henry. Hello? Hello. Oh, I am so terribly, 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 terribly terribly, 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 terribly sorry it's the wrong number. Yes? Now!
It's no good doing that. He's not in.
Doesn't matter now.
Darling, underneath this rather strange manner of yours, deep down inside, I'm just a little bit happy to see you.
I'm absolutely delighted.
That's what I thought.
When did you come back from Paris?
This afternoon, did you get my telegram saying goodbye?
Oh, yes. Thomas read it out for me.
I meant him to.
I understood that you were coming back in a month.
Oh, no, you didn't. You know perfectly well that I would. Although I must say I tried to put you out of my mind for the first few days. I've said the most dreadful things about you. And then suddenly I remembered.
What did you remember?
Well, I remembered what you told me the other night. You said, it doesn't matter what comes after this. What circumstances combine against us, what tears are shed. This is magic, the loveliest magic I have ever known.
That is out of the second act of love is so simple.
Oh, I know. I've seen the play several times, you know.
Why did you believe it then?
Oh, no, I didn't. But the fact that you said it proved something to me. It proved to me that you're no more sincere emotionally than I am. And you're no longer looking for the paintings of love, but are perfectly willing to settle for the fun of it. It's a very adult point of view, and I salute it. I could not agree with you more.
That, to date, is the most immoral statement I've ever heard.
It's true, though, isn't it?
No, it isn't.
There's no need to be testy, my darling.
Look here, Joanna. What can I say to you?
You were right when you said just now that I was coming to Africa with you. I am. I've written a note to Henry, explaining him everything. He's dining with Morris at the country club so they can read it together. Who's that?
With any luck, it's the Lord Chamberlain.
Hello, Joanna.
Good evening, Liz. How nice you look.
Oh, thank you. I do my best.
Look here, Liz. I think it's only fair to tell you that I'm sailing with Gary tomorrow.
Oh, good. So am I.
What?
Started this afternoon.
Well, this certainly is a big day for Royal African Transport Service.
Well, if I may say so, I think it's rather silly.
Oh, I don't see why. It'll be charming. We can sit at the same table, do our light road grill together.
Joanna wrote a note to Henry and Morris explaining everything.
Oh, good. Then they'll be probably coming too.
I would like to take this opportunity of saying that I wish I were dead.
Oh, nonsense, darling. You'll enjoy the voyage enormously. There won't be a dull moment.
Well, you imagine you being very clever, Liz, don't you?
You're being very self-centered, Joanna, for a woman of your experience. You seem to believe that I'm competing with you. I can assure you I'm doing no such thing. It's very important to all of us that this African tour of Gary shall be a success. Obviously, there is no way of me preventing you from coming, but I can assure you that from the publicity and social angle, you'll only be there as my friend.
I give you just 3 guesses as to who that is.
The gathering of the clans.
I'll go, Gary.
Perhaps I've been wrong about you this whole time. You don't have the guts of a rabbit.
Oh, I'm glad I haven't. I'm afraid it would be most inadequate.
Is that true? All I want to know, is it true?
False friend! False friend!
Oh, come on, Morris! No,
The story is trying to be flippant.
stab in the back. That's what it is. A low down stab in the back.
Oh, not too low down, I hope.
Oh, shut up, Morris.
I just got a note from Joanna. But you know that, don't you?
Yes, he does. I just told him.
Is what she says in it true?
How should I know? I haven't read it.
Tell me the truth, Gary. She says that you two have been lovers and that you're going away tomorrow. Is that true?
Perfectly true.
I want to hear it from you, Gary. I want to hear it from your own lips before I decide what to do.
Oh, decide what to do indeed. What can you do?
Are you Joanna's lover or are you not?
Oh, yes, I am.
You miserable kid!
You came here the other night absolutely determined to get me, didn't you? And you were certainly rousing enough to succeed. Oh, yes, you roused my curiosity very cleverly. But it takes more than cleverness to touch my heart or my mind.
Oh, you don't have any mind. Or you are in the state of moral indignation. And you are false through and through.
For the love of God, Morris, stop being theatrical! Henry, you should have never married Joanna in the first place. I always thought it was a grave mistake.
You have the damned impertinence after seducing my wife to stand here!
I didn't seduce your wife, and you very well know it. You are taking a very high and mighty attitude over this whole thing. But if you look at the facts honestly for a minute, you'll discover that you don't mind in the least. Morris is the one who minds for the moment.
Morris? What do you mean by that?
That was disgraceful of you, Gary.
A disgrace to my foot! I am sick to death of everyone lying and intriguing and acting all over the place.
All right, you win, Gary. I wouldn't have believed anyone in the world could sink so low.
Philistines!
What did you mean by Morris?
I mean that Morris and Joanna have been carrying on a little about a ding-dong under your silliness for months.
I will never speak to you again until the day I die.
Well, we can have a nice chat then, can't we?
Morris? Joanna, is this true?
Oh, of course it's true. It hasn't lasted quite so long as a rather dreary affair with that Radcliffe girl.
Henry!
Don't you act all surprised? You knew! You were delighted. It gave you room to expand.
I told you that in the greatest confidence, how could you be so vile as to betray?
No, I am sick to death of being stuffed with everybody's confidences. I'm bulging with them. All of you come to me over and over again and pour your damn tears and emotions and sentiment over me until I'm wet through. All of you are just as bad behaved as I am. In many ways, a great deal worse. You believe in your hammers and hangovers, whereas I at least have the grace of taking mine lightly. You wallow and I laugh because I believe, and I always have believed, that there's far too much nonsense talked about sex. Yes, sex. You, Morris, you like taking your attachment seriously. You like suffering and plunging into orgies of jealousy and torturing yourself and everyone else around you, especially me. Henry's technique's a bit different. He aims for the domestic blend. That's why he got tired of Joanna so quickly. Joanna's different again. She devotes a great deal of time to sex, but not for any of the emotional pleasures. She's a collector, a go-getter, an attractive and scrupulous pirate. Whereas I am none of these things. To me, the whole business is vastly overrated. I enjoy it for what it's worth, and intend on doing so for as long as anybody's interested. But when the time comes that they're not, I shall be perfectly content to settle down with an apple and a good book.
Well, I'll be damned.
Of all the arrogant brazen sophistry that I've ever heard, this one takes the prize of all time!
You have the nerve to burn yourself up into the state of moral indignation about
I am not burned myself into anything at all! I am merely defending my right to speak the truth for once.
The truth? You wouldn't know the truth if it stood before you. All your life, you had been pretending and showing off.
far as I am concerned, it is expired.
Oh, for heaven's sake, stop shouting, all of you. You'll have the roof off.
I am sick of this idiotic performance. I am going.
And please, don't sound the threadbare old argument that none of us would be able to live and breathe if it wasn't for your glorious talent.
Oh, how dare you allude to my talent in that nasty, sarcastic tone, you ungrateful little servant!
If it weren't for us and our influence, you would be in provinces by now.
And what's the matter with the provinces, may I ask? In many ways, they have proved to be far more intelligent than London.
Careful, someone might hear.
And don't you say to me that it's your restraining influence that has kept me as the idol of the public for 20 years.
You are not the idol of the public. They will come to see you in the right place and in the right part. And you've got to be good at that. Just remember what happened in Pity the Blind.
Oh, I was magnificent in Pity the Blind.
Yes, for 10 days.
If it wasn't for us, you'd be playing Peer Gynt.
If I hear mention Peer Gynt in this house again, I swear to God I shall produce it at the Drury Lane.
Oh, not for my money you won't.
Your money, indeed. Do you think I'm dependent on your miserable little money? Why, there are thousands of all true gentlemen in the city waiting in line to do as I ask.
Well, that depends on the fact if they're married or not.
And so we're back at that again, are we?
No, we're not back at anything. If Morris and I hadn't paid for the Forum Theatre this morning, we would have washed our hands of you forever.
You what?
Oh, Gary, that, for heaven's sake.
I am going. Do you hear me, all of you? I'm going for good.
Take my car, it's downstairs.
Well, it's been a great evening to speak the truth, hasn't it? But I think I would like to add a little contribution to the entertainment before I leave. I consider you, Mr. Gary Essendine, to be not only an overbearing, affected egomaniac, but also the most unmitigated cat that it has ever been my misfortune to meet. And I most devoutly hope that I shall never set my eyes on you again as long as I live.
So you want to tell me that you signed a contract for that theatre when I particularly told you that no power on God's earth would induce me to play in it?
Now look here, Gary.
Oh, I will not look there. This is the most outrageous betrayal of human faith in the history, and I am deeply, deeply angry.
Gary. They're redoing the theatre. They're reseating the orchestra, which will add up over 100 on the whole capacity. They even acquiesced to put a washroom into your dressing room.
A washroom? I don't care whether they put a swimming bath in my dressing room, or a squash court, or a Steinway Grand. I will not play a light French comedy to an auditorium that looks like the Gothic version of Wembley Stadium.
Oh, darling, it won't look like that. I saw the designs, they're really awfully good.
Et tu, Bruti! Et tu! So you're against me too!
And the whole world's against me. But Gary, I promise you.
Go away!
Go away, all of you. I can't bear it.
I have to face that dreadful voyage tomorrow, and then spend months of agonizing pain in Africa, which is considered by everybody the most sinister continent there is.
Go away.
Go away then, both of you. I'll talk to him.
Oh, that play wouldn't earn a dime. He's losing his grip. Come on, Henry.
It's a shame they're turning our Elysium.
I think I would like something to drink.
Whiskey or brandy?
Brandy. It's more stimulating.
Okay. There you go, Gary.
You will have to pour it into my mouth. You're not really coming to Africa with me, are you?
Oh, certainly I am. Not only to Africa, I'm coming back to you for good.
I don't want you to come back to me. I'm perfectly happy as I am.
helped. You behaved abominably. You won't be able to be just as bad with me there.
Liz, I implore you, do come back to me. Have you no heart, no sympathy?
Merely thinking of the good of the first. Oh, that reminds me, I must leave a note for Thomas in the office. I want him to ring up about first thing in
Not the office.
what's wrong?
Mall? Or Stillington, I don't care who. And the other one is in the other room. You have a sofa in your flat, don't you?
Well, yes.
You're not coming back. You're not coming back to me. I am coming back to you.
as they leave gracefully. And now, give it up for the production crew. Thank you very much for your support. The bar is open. Remember that this has all been created by sheer love and passion and friendship. We appreciate your support. If you are interested in further supporting us, give our Facebook page a like so that you are informed of all the things we do in the future. And stay for the beginning of the after party. There will be a DJ, and we also have a special Surprise for you. As I already mentioned, the bar is open, so go buy me a drink.
Okay, so some of you know me, some of you don't. Some of you know me way too much. And those of you who know me know that this is the final year of my studies, as well as the final year of many wonderful students here, many wonderful students from ActofKAA. And I guess here at the end, what I'd like to really say is thank you. Thank you to my wonderful classmates. Thank you to my wonderful ActofKAA. Thank you to our wonderful teachers who are who should have been somewhere over there, but whatever. Thank you for the 5 of the best years of my life, and I kind of decided I wanted to have you for the rest of time, so I got you both tattooed. And but this is not a surprise yet, okay? Don't think we've gathered you here just for this. And as I stand here in front of life and don't know what the hell should I do with it, by the way, the thing that I'm most terrified of is that we will not see each other in those halls again every week. And we don't know what's gonna happen with us in 2 years, 5, 10, 20, 60, if we'll live that long, but I'm pretty sure I just domestic alcohol made sure that we will not. And some of us, you know, may marry, travel, some of us may have kids, God forbid. And I just wanted you to know that you made me realize that it's never about where you are, but it's always about who you're with. And I have to say that no Grand Canyon, no LA or New York could ever compete with a minute spent with you guys. And I love you so much. And that's why I want us to make a promise to ourselves and to each other tonight that no matter what happens, no matter how far we are or where we are, no matter how old we are, that we'll always remember these 5 beautiful years that we spent together. And we'll always look back and we'll always say how wonderful, how perfect and how amazing life was when we were young. And so this is for you. I want you to know that I love you from the bottom of my heart. Every one of us loves things we do, from the way we talk, especially, to the way we move. And I'm standing here watching you, 'cause you feel like home. You are a dream come true. But if by chance you're here alone, so scared to face my fears. There will come a day we won't be here. Some of us might move overseas. That's what I said when you met me. You still look like a movie, oh, and sound like a song. I got this reminds me, yeah, of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time. And we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. It made us restless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song. When we were young, when we were young, when we were young, when we were young. It's hard to win me there. Everything will take me back to when you were there, to when you were there. And a part of me keeps holding on, wishing it would never go. I still care. I will always care. You look like a movie. You sound like a song. God, this reminds me of when we were young. When we were young, when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. It made us restless. Oh, I'm so mad that I've grown up. It makes me reckless. These 5 years were a movie with a beautiful song, and we were young. I love you.
And now we party our faces off.